All right, what's up, guys? So I got very good feedback, positive feedback on yesterday's video. So yeah, let's do another one. And if you like these short, quick, well, actually, yesterday's wasn't really short, but I'm just going through the markets and I'm just gonna share my thoughts on whatever I'm seeing here in the market while going through everything. So yeah, let me know if you like this. And you know what? I'm just gonna do it anyway. Okay, so yesterday I entered a trade. I entered a trade on AUD NZD, and I kind of want to talk about that, right? So this was entered yesterday afternoon on that breakout. So here you can see. I think this video is probably just going to be AUD NZD, and I'm going to walk through an idea here that I have. Let's remove some drawings here. Is the microphone working? Yeah. You know what? I've recorded a lot of videos today, and after like 1 hour of recording, I'm going to go through them all and listen and watch. And there's no sound. Had the microphone muted. So yeah, long day, long day. AUD NZD. Now, this is something that I've looked at for quite some time. And honestly, I'm quite happy with this one. Quite proud of myself, if you will. So I looked at this a while ago. Actually, ever since we started breaking above this range highs all the way back in October of last year, this one caught my attention because we broke above a high. We broke above that high right here, and we started trading in an area where we have not traded in since 2013. Long time ago, right? That's 13 years ago, if I'm not mistaken. And what I was looking at here was basically is the idea that we had a downtrend coming into accumulation here, uptrend into distribution, downtrend into accumulation. And once we broke above the highs of this possible accumulation range, then I looked at this level and said, you know what? We have a very strong move to the downside here. So from that distribution, very strong move to the downside into accumulation. What if we view this whole level right here, or this whole area, as just a type of gap in price, that like a vacuum that needs to be filled? It doesn't need to be filled, but there is a possibility of prices going straight from here up here in a couple of weeks. And that's pretty much what is happening right now. From that breakout right here, we are from the breakout already up 600 pips. And if I go down to the daily here, you can see that I did trade this idea. I'm sure a lot of you are aware of this. I've showed it in the Discord and the newsletters as well, where I entered on the break and retest here in November of last year, and then held this for, I think it was almost four months up to this level, where I took some profits at 5.5 R. Very good trade, right? Very, very good trade. I believe I risked 2.5% or something like this. So it was a very, very good trade. This is the trade that has made most of my profits this whole year. But if you look at price action here, what was the reason of exiting here? I mean, I saw a resistance. If you go back in historic price action, I did see a resistance here. But if I'm going to be honest with you guys, I mean, the reason why I closed this trade was mostly because of emotions, right? Just because I looked at this, I'm like, you know what? Good money. And I remember it was on a Friday as well. I'm like, it's good money, it's good profit. You know what? It's Friday. I'll just get out of the position, have a nice, relaxing weekend. But that's not the way we should be trading. We're trend followers, right? We see a trend and we stay in the trend. A simple way to do this would have been to at least look at a daily 20 EMA here and stay in the position for as long as the trend is active. That's how we make money in trading. We identify a trend, we ride that trend for as long as possible, and that's how we can get some really, really big winners here. So I looked at this yesterday when we had the breakout. So price broke above this level on the daily, and I'm like, you know what? The trend is alive. I wish I would have entered this earlier. I wish I didn't close that one. You know what? Let's just get into this trend and open a position to see if we can ride the trend up to where I think it has the potential to go, which is, it's about 2 hour trade. I like this. I'm just going to follow it up, right? and then it's probably going to go up and reach, you know, somewhere within this area. And I'll make 2R, which is great, because then it's going to be like 7.5R for this whole move up here, and risking about 2% on this trade right here. And as you can see, the breakout is quite violent, very strong momentum here. Even have almost like a break and retest of the previous highs right here. So the momentum is strong, the trend is very much alive, and the way I'm gonna be trading this is I am going to be trailing my stop up with every new swing low on the daily. What does a swing low look like on the daily? Well, I would very much argue I don't even know what I'm saying. I would argue that this is a swing low. That's a higher swing low. This might be some type of higher swing low. I would view this area right here as a good level to have my stops. That's because I have them there. If price starts moving down like this, well, then I'll move my stop up here. If price moves like this, that's where I exit, right? Because we have then gone on to a clear uptrend into potential distribution range and back down. Simple Dow theory stuff. It's following the same structure that we've had here on the higher time frames, right? Price goes up, uptrend. I mean, yes, there's a huge wicks here, but let's just ignore that, right? Uptrend, general range, breaks down, we get out of the trade. That's the way I like to trade. Simple, consistent. All right, that's my views on this trade that I'm in right now. This is the only position I'm in, and yeah, pretty simple stuff, isn't it? I mean, we can add the OBV as well. We can add the RSI. OBV is very much confirming this move. RSI is very much confirming this move. We have higher highs on RSI, higher highs on OBV, higher lows, higher lows. I'm going to be looking at the OBV. I'm going to be looking at the RSI as potential bearish divergence between the indicators and the price, and that might signal that I might want to look at exiting the position, or at least limiting my stop, tightening my stops, or limiting the lowering the position size. All right. See you guys in the next one.